Welcome to Going Infinite, where we infinitely talk about the Spider-Man games. So, I finished both of the games, right? Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and I absolutely love the game. 9 out of 10 for sure for both of them. There's certain things I absolutely love, and there are certain things I absolutely hate, and that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, so the first thing that I hate is the character Silver in the games for Spider-Man. Silver just bothered me right off the bat. Silver just had this like hate against Spider-Man. I don't know if it was because of Mr. Osborn or whatever it was, like don't work with Spider-Man or whatever, but I felt like there was just an unnecessary amount of hate, and then the resolution between the two, it was just I just didn't feel for it. I didn't think it was a really good like story element or good build up between their two relationships in any kind of way, so I didn't really like that. I felt like they dropped the ball there. Now the next thing is that sometimes you would just see like Peter's abilities not on par, and this is supposed to be a Spider-Man that actually has experience and stuff like that, and taking down some of the big notorious villains and such, but his level of abilities just didn't seem to be quite there, which kind of bothered me, like in this scene between Silver and Spider-Man.
Solid 8 out of 10.
Like, what happened there? I could have sworn Spider-Man could have sensed that and be able to dodge that easily.
9 out of 10.
Now, when it comes to Spider-Man, that's pretty much all the disappointments I've really had with the game. Other than one other thing, but I'm gonna get to that as like the last thing I hate, because it's in both of the games, and I'm just not cool with it. The next thing would have to be is Miles' story is so short. It is super short for a game. I mean, the games kind of came back like 2 years. Well, actually, I don't know. I really don't understand why it's so short. I didn't look into it, but that really bothered me how short Miles Morales' game is and his storyline is. It was really significantly short. I think the Spider-Man one, the storyline for that was like probably like 3 or 4 times longer or something like that. It just I don't know, it just didn't seem quite there, but yeah. So the next thing is that, as some people already know, is that Finn pisses me off like to an extreme amount. It's just because I don't like people who go to the extreme about like letting their feelings overrun them, and it just bothers me where how far they will take things. Like, I understand traumatic moment, lost her brother and stuff like that, but like it's still like, if I was in her shoes, I don't know, maybe if I had the resources like she did and stuff like that, and the IQ level, but I just felt like it wasn't really a smart move. I'm the type of person where, like, if I had a huge problem like that, I wouldn't take it upon myself. I would definitely console into someone like friends and family and stuff like that. But that's just the difference between me and Finn. Me and Finn are just super different. I really didn't like Finn as a character like that. But it's also, the other thing about it is that, like, I feel like that trope is kind of overdone, and it was something to be expected, and I didn't like that about Finn. But yeah, on to the next one. So this is the last thing that I don't like about the games, is that I don't like the sneaky missions, like sneaking around and stuff like that and looking at certain things, especially in the first game. In Miles, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was actually kind of cool and insightful to a point. But when I had to play as Mary Jane or Miles before, well, the Miles one was kind of cool, actually. Just the Rhino one I actually enjoyed, but just playing as Mary Jane, I just did not like that. That was not fun. Unless the games are hinting that like Mary Jane's gonna get like some powers, or they're gonna add more into like the whole sneaky thing. Just so far, I just don't like what they had to offer with that kind of mechanic gameplay kind of thing. This is the part where I know that you guys are all just thinking about is what I loved about the games, which we can all pretty much agree on most of these, or disagree on some of them, but I know some of you guys are going to disagree on the things I already listed that I didn't like, that you guys probably enjoyed or thought was really cool. Like probably the sneaky missions. I feel like that one's up for debate for some, but for me, for sure, no, it just wasn't doing it for me. So yeah, the first thing is that cinematic quality for both games. It literally felt like I was watching a movie kind of thing. I was like participating in the movie, and it was great. And the next thing is the gameplay and the music. The gameplay and music was great, especially in the first Spider-Man. The music was on point, definitely opening up to like a great movie. Like, we were starting off hot, And same thing for Miles Morales. Great opening and everything like that. I absolutely love that. And the gameplay itself, the fighting and everything, and then the building of the suits and making them better and increasing abilities, everything was fun. I absolutely loved it. In the Miles one, I haven't really explored in that one, but I just know it's gonna be pretty fun doing that. I've already kind of got into it, and I like it so far. It's not too different from the other one. Now I'm hoping Spider-Man 2, they're gonna change that a bit so that we can have more fun with it. But yeah, number 4 is that both of them had sad endings. For Miles, I just wasn't expecting a sad ending right off the bat after we just went through like the whole Aunt May thing. And yeah, I was kind of hoping like Miles would be kind of more of a happy kind of going kind of thing, but I don't know what I was thinking actually, because Miles, you know, he's learning the ropes. Someone had to go, I guess. It should have been seen coming. I just didn't see it coming. I just wasn't smart enough for that. I don't know why I didn't see it coming. I was just kind of hoping like, oh, this is gonna be a fun-loving kind of game. But no. But I mean, I love the endings. The endings were great. How sad they were and how devastating they were. Great delivery on everything, and I absolutely love that. Now the next thing I love is Miles' best friend Denki. I love his attitude. I hope we could do more with Denki. Like for Spider-Man 2 or something like that. The next thing is that I want to talk about is how the games make you want to know more. Now, that is absolutely what I love about certain games, is that they make you want to know more, and it hooks you. They definitely have this element of hook, and that's what I love about all video games who do this element of hook, because that's how I get sucked into all games. Is you got this level of mystery, they show it, they hint it, they don't really give any type of explanation, they just make you want to know more. I absolutely love that in games. Now, Mary Jane. Mary Jane's great. I love the relationship between Peter and Mary Jane, and how it was pretty much rocky because of the whole relationship of Spider-Man and Mary Jane's career as well. Now, the last thing that I absolutely loved was that they did pretty well was Miles' progression throughout the game and stuff like that. Like him starting out as being a noob and stuff like that, and then by the time Spider-Man gets back, Spider-Man C, Miles is a much different Spider-Man now. Now he's got some experience. He's been through some stuff, and it definitely shows. And I absolutely love that. It was great delivery on a story element part. So one more before we go, the character Danica. Danica and her podcast I absolutely love, and how like in little side missions Danica kind of actually helps, which is pretty cool. And I can't wait to see more of it in the future games and stuff like that, and what's to come of it. It's kind of like Danica's going to be like Peter's Yuri in the Spider-Man games, which is going to be very interesting. We're going to kind of see like Danica probably like grow up and stuff like that, and I'm hoping for like some type of romantic relationship between those two. But that's just me. This is Going Infinite. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay infinite.